folks. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Give me just a minute here to get into the game, and we'll get things started here. Let's see here. Just like that. Good. There we are. Okay, so let me see. Where did I leave off? I remember I was doing something with steel, or wanted to do something with it. Over here we've got a ramp. Right, we made a ramp over here because we had found some new material over here, which was like this world's equivalent of gold, I believe. Hold on a second. All right, there you go. Sorry. So just want to take a look at this. No, this is quartz. Quartz is over here, and I had found some kind of gold equivalent somewhere else. Did I mark it on the map? Maybe this? I think this was probably at the right. It's down here. Oh, what is this? Yeah, it was this stuff right here. Only it was like a node of it to mine, because I picked out one of those like that and then studied it, and then I could start searching for it. So we've got a couple new minerals to work with. Not that we can really do anything with it yet, I don't think. But also, I don't know if it shows it on the map here. It does not. We've got a bunch of coal being harvested and being processed to provide power, and also to make steel, which is used for the next step up in conveyor belts, among other things, of course. So this is your speed of your Mark IIs, which is plenty fast for how slow these are going. But then over here, you've got the Mark III. I only did a little bit because I wanted to test it out. It'd be more beneficial on, some of these longer tracks, probably. Like this one, which is feeding into a bunch of things and requires like 5 ingots at a time here. And yeah, 5. Oh, right. They're both making the same thing. So, requiring 10 ingots at a time. I know it has a bit of a queue inside. So, there's like 100 in here at the moment, so it's not like it's going to slow down. But I suppose, it makes sure that everything gets filled up properly. I want to restructure this. Like, okay, so it's all working as it should, you know. But I think I took a little bit too much of my usual way of building things. I like to build things compact so that it doesn't take up so much space. It's one of the things I did in the last one I played. I'm completely spacing on the name of the game. Um, but I, I want. What do I want here? So I want it all to not. I'd rather have it take up more space than to have this complex jumble that's going on over here. Especially considering that there's no easy way to traverse everything. Like, sure, there's ladders here and there, so I can climb on top of things. But this right here, this is a mess. And I don't like this. So, I'd like to figure out something to change that. Now, as far as all of these over here, you know, I guess I'm not sure what the best way to set this up would be. So, like, since it's all coming out of one, I would to split it up 4 ways in order to process it. And with a splitter, you know, you're going to be. I suppose I could split it and then do 2 splitters on either side. So one on the left. I'm sorry, one on the right, one on the left, and then that can go into 2, and then just have nothing in the middle. I suppose something like that could work. That way it's all split up evenly, because, I mean, if you... It's something I was thinking about over on the other side with the coal, is, you know, if you split something once, and then, let's say, I just split once over here, then this side would be needing more, basically twice as much as these other 2 paths. Which, I mean, right now, since this is producing more, these can process, that's not a problem. But once you're even up, you need it to be evened out. Otherwise, you're gonna be slower on one part and faster on the other parts. So, I'd like to fix that. And really, there's no other way to do that other than experiment. First off, I'm gonna just turn these things onto standby. Let it process everything. That way I'm not wasting stuff. I mean, I could just pick it all up into my inventory and trash it. But, you know, it won't take long for everything to just process through. In the meantime, I think I want to head over to the other side and take a look at the steel. Because one of the things that I want to do, I don't know what the best way to do this. I might make a shorter path over to it. You know, because I've got... If I go over here... And, let's see. So I've got a path down, all the way down to there, and just right across the way is, I believe, where the coal is. Like, if I ping it for a moment... Is that one over there? Yeah, just directly west, it seems, is where the rest of the coal is. So I'm thinking of maybe just building a path over that way to it. Just straight over that way. I think you can kind of see it right over there. Um, and then I'm not driving around to the side and uh, taking a little bit of excess time every time I want to head out there. Not that I head out there too often, but you know, it is where the power source is. So um, occasionally I do need to head out there. Um, but I also want to redo all of this. Um, I don't think I like some of whatever these are, modular frames are needed, but not really all that many yet. I mean, maybe for some of the phase two stuff, but we've still got a couple of things to research still, I believe, before we worry about phase two stuff. Um, so if I go over here, I think we are doing tier 3 and tier 4 research stuff at the moment. Just tier 4. Okay, so we have 3 left. And for the most part, okay, this will require some modular frames. But it looks like it's mostly going to be steel and industrial beams and stuff like that. So I should just take another look to make sure. Okay, heavy modular frames are probably going to use frames to begin with. Minor Mark IIs. Maybe I should do some of this before I structure everything, because I assume the minor Mark IIs are going to be mining faster. So normal extraction rate is 120. Does it tell me what a Mark 1 is? A portable miner, is a smelter. Where is minor Mark 1? So 60. Okay, so double the rate. So that's going to change a lot, because I was just going to have 4 smelters, but now I'm probably going to need 8 smelters per mine. Alright, I'm going to have to think about that. But I should at least queue it up and get it started. Sorry, I'm just kind of going over everything that I know I need to do. Restructuring is definitely something I want to get to. But again, as I said, I think I might want to do this first after looking at it. Is there anything else? Hypertubes for transporting employees. Okay, so this, I think I looked at this before. It's a transport network. Probably faster than it normally would be. I don't know. And then blueprints. I probably won't make much use of, but we'll see. This one is definitely something I need to do first, though. Okay, so let's get some of this together. We need concrete, which I believe we have plenty of. So we'll just take a stack like that. And wire. I think I ran myself out of wire last time. What's this? Has this been here the entire time? Alright, well. Alright, this is cables. This one is wires. Yeah, Okay, so enough time has passed. I was able to get my wires back. Rotors, I think, should be good on. I think they are here. Yeah, I need 200 of these. Just gonna drop all this off real quick before I go over and grab some steel. I do also want to ship the steel out to this direction so I have it over here when I need it. So I don't have to be doing what I'm about to do, run all the way over there and, you know, gather it up and bring it back by hand. Um, Not that I would be doing that all that often. All right. Let's head on over that way. Oop, oop. This thing does not corner very well. Gotta be careful. Well, okay, it doesn't corner at top speed very well. Maybe I don't need to be driving at top speed to get to my destination. Especially over narrow bridge areas like this. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? And another reason probably to be driving a bit slower. Monsters apparently just spawn. Well, am I? Like, I suppose if I'm driving over vegetation, it's just getting trampled. Okay, interesting. I did not know that that would happen. I got stuck on a tree last time. So, I figured, it would just get in the way. All right. I guess I'm just going to pick up as much as I can carry for now. Let this just process on its own. Yeah, it's good enough. Oh. Yeah, I am just removing vegetation. Maybe I should drive this around back at home base just to get rid of a bunch of stuff. But no, if I'm gonna get rid of it, oh boy. It's difficult to talk and drive at the same time. Um, but no, if I'm gonna get rid of vegetation, I'd much rather just cut it down and make use of it for fuel. This time I'll make sure I don't run into that guy. Alright, back home. Granted, going this direction isn't really all that much slower. And I suppose if I were to make a ramp and stuff, it'd be a little bit more dangerous to, stay on the ramp as I'm driving. But I think I would benefit from a direct path to my destination. That's a tree. Alright. We're back here. Now, I need 200 of these pipes. Or tubes, or whatever they are. pipes. Not enough space to craft. Got it. Let's put some of this away. That should be plenty of room to craft some of this. There we are. Doing two at a time, so it shouldn't take too long. I have yet to set up my steel infrastructure, so, you know, the extent of it is right now just producing ingots, just so I have them for use. I definitely want to get steel beams in production because those are required for the conveyor belts, and with how easy it is to make steel beams, I don't see why I wouldn't just use them all for conveyors from this point on. So, I guess maybe because it would cut into the amount of coal that I'm using for power. But I suppose, you know, that's only a temporary thing. As I advance in technology, I'm guessing there's going to be something better to use than coal, like oil or, you know, something like that. I know that there's not any clean energy in the game. I don't really mind that. I just wouldn't mind alternatives, I guess. Like solar power, hydropower, that sort of thing.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container, enhanced conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use. An additional project park can now be constructed. Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
Okay, so remember what buttons do what here. Okay, Mark II. Looks like requires pipes. Okay, requiring some of the higher tier stuff, obviously. 2 portable miners. It's interesting that it's wanting me to still make the portable miners to do this. But, you know, I suppose that's perfectly fine. Not really needing to make too many miners to begin with. Alright, so this is double the rate and more than double the power requirement. It doesn't look like it's too much different. Can I make some of this standing right next to the building? Can I make some of this by hand? So, like, requires steel beams and concrete. Okay. So that shouldn't be too difficult. So I'm just kind of doing a test run of this, seeing what it's like. It's good to know that the beams don't take much to make. Just 2 products that I pretty much already, or will already have. So steel beams I'll have plenty of. Concrete, I will up my production now that I know I need it for something else. Oh, right. I also forgot I can just do that to show me what I need here. 20 pipes. 20 steel pipes, sorry. And 2 portable miners. Okay, now I should be able to just go over to this over here. And upgrade it. Right? Okay, and this will mine 240 per minute. Good to know. But otherwise, you know, it looks just like it's just like a normal one, but a little bit more doodads and dilly bops and stuff like that on it. Just kind of at the top. Kind of a few more on the bottom as well, I suppose. Okay. Let me think here. Definitely gonna need to clear some of this out. Like, this is here because it was just convenient to be here. This I was using to see what recipes it could make, and then also see like what it needs for the recipes. All in one easy spot. I know that there is some index or something. The game told me about it to begin with, and then never mentioned it again. So, you know, 6 weeks into this, I don't remember what the game has told me was the right button. I know it has a bunch of symbols and stuff down at the bottom right hand corner. Most of those, you know, they say that it's easier to recognize symbols than it is to recognize words. But if they don't tell you, like, if you don't have a comprehension of what the symbol is, then it doesn't mean anything. Um, so, just looking at what I need for making some of these new things. So it looks like I need steel pipes and wire. So I may need to get a second line of copper going as well, just for specifically for wire rather than wire and cables. Although, until I need a good amount of cables, the wires just will be built up. So maybe I can just siphon off from that. Um, Motors are going to require rotors and stators. Makes sense. So we're going to have stators into motors along with rotors. Smart plating is also going to take rotors. Versatile framework. A lot of steel into that one. Okay. And this is going to take cables, lots of cables. Okay, so I am probably going to need to tap into that second copper node that's over there to get a lot of this done. Fabric, I don't really need. Explosives, I'll just make as I need them. And then we also have the industrial beams. Right now, I've only got one thing making concrete because I didn't think I needed it any more than that. Now that I do, I will probably I believe the rate is the same. So it's like this this produces like 120 per minute, and this consumes 30. No, this consumes 45. Okay. So, a little bit more. So I could do 3 of these and make use of everything I'm producing. Although, with with a Mark II, I'd have to double it. I gotta remember I have Mark II miners now. Okay. So let's see, if that's shut down for the moment. I did that so it could build up on these plates. And just shut all of the mining down. So all the smelting should be done at this point. Oh, maybe not. Why isn't this one doing anything? And oh, that's weird. Huh. Is it now somehow taking it from this group? And this one is like not doing anything at this point? That's a bit weird. Yeah, it must be, because this is pretty empty. Interesting. Okay, so in the future, make sure I don't have conveyor belts that go so close like this. I think I can actually move that. Move that one. And then let's put one of these. All right, we'll do a Mark II. That's what it was here to begin with. Just do that. That was interesting. All right. So in the future, do not have any conveyor belts that run past an entrance like this or exit. Looks like it will siphon it out from there for some reason. I don't suppose there's any settings I can put on this. Like, no, there's no interaction with it. Okay, so it just sends things through on its own. Maybe there's a more advanced one later. I don't know. But okay, so these are back going again. Okay, this should be turned off. Yep, it's on standby. I'll let that work itself through and through the smelters and everything. Actually, what would probably make it a little faster is if I just, took a bunch of this out of here and put it into this one for the time being. That way these can get all of that taken care of as quick as possible. Okay. Let's see here. I am going to need 1, 2... Actually, you know what, rather than upgrading them, I can just remove them for the time being, because they are, I thought they were, done with everything. Why do you have stuff on the conveyor belt? Oh well. just move all of this. There we go. And on this end, they are still producing stuff. Okay. This one can be removed. And it looks like these are actually done processing. So we'll take these down as well. It looks like I'm probably getting the cords back, or cables back as well, from all of that. Oh, and I can also make better storage as well, can't I? Yeah, it just requires steel stuff. So double the storage, and it can feed out through the top and the bottom. Kind of been wanting that because just one output is... What's this? Oh, stuff that wouldn't fit in my inventory. Okay, fair enough. I have more iron. I do. Let's put that there. Take that. Okay. So I'm gonna need... Oh, that was the Mark II one I just took down. Oh well. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3. Probably gonna make the fourth one since I'm doing this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Mark II miners. And actually, probably gonna need a few more down in the coal as well. I know I have at least 4. I think I have 3 on coal, 1 on iron. So I'm gonna need that to begin with. And most of this, I'm gonna just have to make by hand. Not all of it. 22 portable miners though, that's... I mean, I don't have the inventory for that. So, that's probably gonna... I'm gonna have to do that in stages, it looks like. But I can definitely do the steel beams, or steel pipes, sorry. Get that built up. Industrial beams also. I should have enough steel for doing all of this. We'll see. And then we'll get this production going again. And again, I do apologize for restructuring everything after I have already done that. I just wasn't really satisfied with how it had turned out. So I want to make it look a little cleaner, even if it means taking up more space. Because, well, I guess, if anything, I have plenty of space to work with. And I also need to think about verticality for some of this as well. Because I could make like several factory floors or something like that to produce different things. Like maybe basic stuff on the first floor, secondary stuff on the second floor, and then it'd be inside a building, and I could possibly you know, cover it all up with walls and stuff, that sort of thing. Um, I need quite a few modular frames, so run over here and pick those up. Like 47 of them. And I'm probably going to grab like a stack. So like 50 or 100, something like that. 50. Uh, Almost enough there. Oh well. Okay. And then beams. I'll just grab another stack of concrete just to make sure I have enough. Because I don't remember how much it costs. And also, I don't know why I always run back to this one. I've got like other construction things around. I just, this is the main building, so I tend to run back to the main building. All right, so we need 100 of these. So we need 400 steel beams. We do not have enough steel for this, but we'll clear out the inventory a little bit by making this first. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go back and get some more steel. But when I do, I'll have a couple of more portable miners on me, so that I can just upgrade all the miners out there while I'm out there. And sure, that's going to mean that they're producing a lot more than I'm going to use. And it would then mean that I need to redo all of that down there as well. But I definitely need to do that because I forgot to make a foundation for all that stuff down there. So I kind of want to put all of that on a foundation as well. And while I do that, I might as well make the path to head down there. But we'll see. Since I want it all on the same grid, I might the road I make to go over there might just become the factory floor for that side as well. Then, of course, I'm going to need to make it double wide just so that when I'm driving, I'm not going to accidentally drive off the edge. I wonder if there's like guard railing or something that's like big enough for the vehicle. I know that there is guard railing in the cosmetic shop or whatever it's called. But I don't think they're nearly large enough to stop a vehicle from driving off the edge or something. Okay, we needed these. I believe it was 10 per. Yeah, because we have got 11 queued up. So I need to have at least 40 of this. Because there's, I think, 4 miners over there. So there's 4 miners. I would say 8 portable miners, but I'm going to get 1 back every time that I upgrade. So, maybe 6 will be enough, or 5, or I'll make 6. I've got the space for that. So, just gonna use all of this up to begin with. Oh, for a moment I was wondering why I have 200 pipes or steel pipes in my inventory, and I realize I need those for building this stuff. Okay, got that. Can make a couple more of these just to make sure I have enough. And then, how many steel plates do I have on? 142. And with the concrete, I have plenty of concrete, so I can make the foundation leading over there. So over here is my ramp. I think first things first is I'm gonna make a second ramp leading to that part right there. All right, foundations, ramp. I can't really see how these are fitting together, but I think this is correct. One more like that. Let me just delete these. And we'll make sure that these are on the same grid. Actually, let's see here. Just up like that, maybe? Just like that, and I may need to flatten it off for that stuff over there. But, okay, got that going. Let me make sure I didn't leave a gap up here for me to fall through. Okay, it is fully connected. There's nothing I'm gonna accidentally fall through when not paying attention, unless I fall off the edge, of course. And then this is, I'm gonna be changing up just because it's going through all of this. I believe I looked at this earlier, but this is just wreckage, and I don't think I can do anything with it. I thought there might be like a container. Maybe this is it over here? No, that's just more wreckage. I thought there'd be like a blueprint upgrade container around here, but it doesn't seem like it. And then that over there is my destination. So let me just maybe attach something like that. Add it for a moment. Is that what I want it to line up with? I don't really know. I don't think so. Hold on. To remove that. Now this is going to be directly like that. So I think I want this to come down from about here. No, maybe a bit further over. Maybe like this. I am not looking in the right direction. You know what? Since I don't know where it's going to go through, let me just... Well, no, I wanted it from this side. Okay, I'm just going to have to... Sorry, partial thoughts in my mind as I'm thinking through this. Just going to have to build this out. And build mode. Where do I switch that? Which button is that? Build menu, sample building, lock hologram, snap. There was something like some way to switch it to make multiple ones at a time. I keep forgetting how to do that. Toggle build. Oh, there it is. So now I can do that. Do this a little bit faster. And then once I'm over there, I can build it correctly from that end and then remove this. I'm probably doing this the long way. Sorry about that. But I want to make sure that this lines up over here with everything that I do over there. So at this point, rotate like that. Just keep building down until I'm down here. That might be too far down. All right. So maybe I should have just come over here to begin with to have a good line of sight to all of this. Because I might just make it from that path straight over here. I didn't realize how much that lined up. That would, you know, if I moved that over a little bit, that would just come right through here without too much trouble. So I think that's probably going to be the better way to do it. Having looked at it from this angle now. So, gonna build that up. I'm actually gonna build it too wide, so I will definitely have to move the water pump over a little bit. Because again, I want to make sure that I can come through here on a vehicle if I need to. And it being a straight path, make it that much easier just to drive on, I guess. I think I want it to go down there. I don't really want it to be floating in the skies too much. And of course, building it like this shows me like things like this that are going to be in the way. Is this going to be in the way? Might be. I don't think I can place this where I want it. No, because it's completely under the rock at this point. Okay, this one might need to come up. And we might have to do another one like that before continuing the ramp down. And it's all foggy, so I can't really see what I'm doing. Oh, we're out of metal. Alright, time to go back to the other one I made and remove it. So remove all of this. Probably should have done that on my way back the first time, but oh well. And I thought there was a mode to delete things the same way that you could build them multiple at a time, but last I tried it, I believe I had to select each one individually, so it was just easier to remove them one at a time, I think. I could be wrong. But I'm just gonna do it like this anyway. I have to make sure that I don't delete it while I'm walking on it. That would be bad. And if I do fall off the back end of this, well, that'll be fine, because I know it's a little bit safer over there. At least there'll be ground underneath me. Alright. I'm kind of figuring this out as I go. How much further do I have to go? Oh, I'm here. Oh, there we go. And this is in my way, so... Okay, back over here. Down to here. Continue with the ramps. And this should be fine with that. And from here, are going to be passing underneath that arch. So that might be a problem in the future. I don't know if my vehicle will fit underneath it. It should, from here, looks like. It also seems like there's a bunch of creatures going through here as well. Like those things and this guy right here. So that might be something I'll have to take care of as well. Alright. Fit. Whoops. So walked right off the edge there. Oh. There we are. That's what the problem was. I was in vertical building mode. Okay, so that's how that's going to have to be for the moment. Because I need to move this machine. Oh. Sorry. There we go. I also was going to replace a lot of the mining things over here. So let's do that real quick. Can I go underneath this? No, I can't. That was a problem I was running into while I was over here as well. The pipes are just so big that you can't jump over them. Also, that little bit of swimming right in the middle makes this a bit annoying, because if I have something out and wanting to build, gets canceled whenever you go into a swimming mode. So we're gonna do that. Now, did that dump the ore into my inventory? Doesn't look like it. Okay, good. There's a second one. I've got one up here. That is nice that it just replaces it without any problems. At least any problems that I can tell. Alright, there should be one more over here somewhere. Nope, that's a generator. There it is. Okay. Now, I know that means that this isn't good power-wise, because... Oh, it just deletes everything in the inventory. No? It was putting it into my inventory. Okay. Well, so much for that. I know it's producing more than it's using at this point, but that's fine. I will upgrade all of this soon. There's a lot of stuff I need to do to get things set up properly. Like foundation. I want to have the foundation over here. It's probably going to cover up a lot of stuff. Like, all of this water is probably going to be covered up because the foundation is going to be probably about the height of the pipes currently. That seems to be where most of the flat area is. or at least all the flat area that I'm going to be working on. Um, that one up there, uh, you'll see. I may just leave it as is. If all it is a mining outpost that's delivering everything elsewhere, I'm probably not going to worry too much about it. I'm mostly, I wouldn't normally be concerned. It's just I've got all of these coal generators just haphazardly placed over here. I might make a section right over here, you know, uh, if this is where the flat area is going to be, maybe raise it up a little bit and just have a platform for a bunch of these to go on, just so I can line them up without too much trouble. Because it seems like they're, as long as I don't go over the 300 cubic meters of water per second, the pipes, like one pipe can handle everything without slowing things down with multiple junctions and stuff like that. I could be wrong. I haven't experimented with it yet, but that's the way it seems to be so far. Then, of course, I'll eventually have to take care of all of these things. But, like, these are all, well, actually, you know what? Let me do this. I do have this thing. So it's a little bit better at fighting. And I think, I hope, only the things I'm attacking get aggroed. So, now if I just... Nope. Okay. That makes all of these. Okay. So the entirety of them got aggressive, but this guy is okay. All right, good experiment. Also, I think I've said this before. I like that there is just a slow regen going on. So, you know, your health really only matters when you're in a fight. And as long as you have enough time where you can generate, you shouldn't really have to worry about your health too much. I forgot something, didn't I? I've got coal. Maybe I can make steel by hand. I doubt it. But maybe I can make it by hand. And if nothing else, I think coal is a fuel. So I could probably put it in. It might run better. So just that. Apparently I put a bunch of coal in here as well. See if that makes it run better. Actually, does it tell me? No. Be nice if it said like X amount of worth of burning or something like that. So like I could tell like the difference between the biofuel and coal or something like that. I mean, I'm I'm just gonna guess that coal is better than biofuel. I don't know. Okay, I can just make steel ingots. That'll use up the iron I picked up, or most of it. And some of the coal, but I can put the rest of the coal in the vehicle. So hopefully it will. I don't think it's automatically fed into the fuel chamber. So if I run out of fuel, I have to hop out, put more into the fuel chamber. But I think that's fine. Alright, we'll make the last little bit there. I guess we'll put the rest of the coal in storage over here. Like that. Okay. Now to finish up this industrial beams. Where are they? Right here. What am I missing? I am missing steel beams. Right. This uses 4 each. So I do need to go back for more of this, unfortunately. Okay. Got the vehicle here. So. It's probably a little faster taking the vehicle. For the moment. Till I get all that set up. And of course, I'm probably going to need to make a transport pipe for myself to get over there. That's going to be a whole thing in itself as well. Oh, the camera's gone a bit wonky there. I don't know why. It's a treat. And I guess I don't need to go full speed. Just happens that way. That's all. Alright, sort that. Grab a bunch of ingots. Because I'm gonna need them all. I'm gonna wait until I have a little bit more of the foundation taken care of. I was gonna, like I said before, I do want to have all of this sent over to the main part of the factory for me to start assembling all the steel into stuff. Just because over here I kind of want to leave this side as a place for the power to be named. Not that it needs to be or anything. I just just a little bit of organization, but little I do. something there. Not sure what that was. Alright. Now I'm here. How much fuel did that take? That took 20 coal. So coal is actually not as efficient as the biofuel is. That's a bit interesting. Okay, I need a bunch of beams. Build what I have so I can figure out what I need. Okay, I've got 38. I need 30 more. So 128 of these. And now, having done all of this, I'm realizing this is going to take longer than I thought. But I think it's worthwhile. It's worth doing. I mean, maybe it's not worth doing, but I'm doing it anyway. We'll get this all taken care of. It. And unfortunately, or fortunately, because of the Mark II upgrade, it means that I'm going to be taking up even more space than I thought I would. Alright, there's that. Build all of these, and we'll make the portable miners as I need them. Now I queued up enough for 7. I might not be putting in the 7th one. It's because the copper might not need it yet. But we'll see. I'll install it, but not connect it to anything. That'll be for later when I start trying to figure out what all I need to make. Alright, and now we just need some portable miners. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll make 6, I guess. I only have enough for 8. Because I'm gonna run out of rods. Alright, what's that? Just so I have them in. One's gonna go there, one is gonna go there. One's gonna go here. Don't want it doing anything yet. Then over here, I'm gonna have one on that. I build it from here. Can't afford. Oh, right. I'm out of portable miners. Was I not getting any miners back for all of that? I should have been. Well, I'll build two. Oh, I suppose some of them I wasn't getting anything back because, like, those two just built. So once I build this one up there, then I should be down to 2 portable miners. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I've filled my inventory with a bunch of stuff, haven't I? Probably. Yeah. I see a few things in there. Okay. This last one I think I'm just going to cancel. I know the other node is somewhat probably up there somewhere. I don't need to build it yet. I've placed the others as, placeholders. It's obviously not going to be facing this way. Maybe. Depends on how everything works out. Okay. Let me double check over here. Make sure that I'm not getting a tier 2 smelter for any of this stuff. Doesn't look like it. So it's going to be a while before I get to other tier 2 stuff, I think. Because I'm going to have to make those 500 and 100 of stuff that's up in the corner there. I'll need this over here. This is emptied out. So I can get rid of all of this. Which includes this stuff over here. Although this is stopped for some reason. Why is this stopped? Uncertain. Well, if it's stopped, I might as well deconstruct it. And yeah, this one too. That's still being fed into things. But this is stopped because not getting anything into half of it. So we'll do that. That's still sending stuff over there. This is all stopped too, so I get rid of this stuff. How's my inventory space still? Still doing good. Sort my inventory, put stuff away. We'll grab some more as I need it. For the moment, though, I just want to clean out my inventory a little bit. those. Why did I have... Oh, I suppose it was coming out this way as well, or something. I was splitting this off for some reason. I don't know. I was doing something. Made sense at the time. I don't remember what. Okay, that's all still fit in there. So I guess it's just... that has a little bit left. I can get rid of these. These are done. I don't know why it decides not to highlight the conveyor belts sometimes. All right, so with 3 of these over here, they needed 4 smelters, so now I need 8 smelters. And I do actually need the smelters. I can't use foundries because foundries are used for putting 2 things together. 8 smelters is not the right number. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 24 is what I need. That the better number. Let's see. Oh, it was 8 per node. That's right. So 8, 16, 24. I guess 32 if I'm doing this one as well. A lot of wire for that. We've got a lot of it being made, of course. Well, I say that. We've got some wire being made. Got this much. There we go. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I could actually have these facing that way to begin with. This is still kind of in the way. Let me make a storage container for the rest of this. That's currently being used. So, organization, just a storage container right there. Just gonna grab the rest of this. Guess it all fits in my inventory, so I didn't actually need a storage container. Is that the right one? I think so. Halfway through deleting it, I was worried that I just deleted the wrong storage container. But we're good. Okay. All of that is now taken out. So I can remove this, this. Again, why did this stuff stop? Well, whatever. Pick it all up. Okay. Now, the way this is set up, I think this one is going to have to face this direction. Just because wouldn't have anywhere to go facing the rocks. I might have to turn this one slightly. Maybe not. Maybe there's enough room to turn, split, and then split again. Oh, hold on. Okay, so this is something I'm going to have to also think about too. So dividing it up to 8 evenly. So say I've got something like that. Split it. So I guess I'm going to have to divide it into 2. And that'd be 6. I'm going to have to do 2, 2. And another set of 2. Like that. And like that. I know it's not lined up, but so this would go off this way. So here we have 1. This is eventually going to need to make 4. So this is 2. To that one and that one. This is 2, 4, 6, 8. If I copy this on the other side as well. Okay, so is that the best way to do it though? I guess so. At least that seems the best way to do it, to have everything split evenly. All right. However, how is this going to look? I don't know. So we're going to have it feed out like this, maybe? It's not going to be straight, I guess. That's fine. For the first part of it. No, we can just send it out over far like that. Splitter go as far back as it will let me. And I can remove the excess. Can I line this up? I need to move it over a bit. Or just, let it be as it is. If I put it like that, can I then put a conveyor between the two? for a moment. I'm going to say probably not. Alright, we're gonna move this out a little bit more then. So this is going to need to go right there. This is going to need to go something like that, I guess. Invalid shape. Okay. Then put it there. Maybe it was just doing too much of a turn. Go like that. Okay. That looks like it works. I'll just line it up from here. Thought one of these buttons auto-aligned. Can't remember which one it is though. Okay, so it's going to split it there. I need 2 more splits here. Is that going to be too close? Hold on. If I can make it as close as possible, I'd like that. Again, I'm kind of doing this whole taking up as little space as possible, but you know, now that I found out I need 32 smelters to get this done, and this is starting to look like a very small space to do all of this in. Okay, another splitter. Right there. The last one right there. So that should work for that. And then we're off the grid. Okay, let's put down some more foundation then. There we go. So that's lined up. So second one, and rotate it. There. And then, as usual, just using Mark 1s to lay down the groundwork for all of this. Yeah, I need to do it from this side. Oh. I see, they're so close together, it's not sure which one I'm trying to target. And maybe from the top. That to that. And that one to that one. And maybe this is a little two together, but oh well. Okay. So that's how that's gonna work. That's gonna have... Oh. It's not gonna work. While it is definitely splitting it 8 different ways, I am realizing, and you probably noticed this before I did, obviously these 2 conveyors that would exit out here would not be able to take up the same place. Alright, let me rethink this. So it will need to take up a little more space. This initial one is still fine though. This may actually take up too much space on this side though. I may have to face all of these forward. Alright, this is done. Go ahead. That. And that. This and this. Okay. Let's start by rotating this back. And apparently I dropped some stuff. Ah, right, because of the portable miners. Storage. Let's toss a few of the stuff in there. Maybe all this steel that I'm not going to be using for the moment. Right, take that. And take that. Okay. Back to this. Place that down like that. Place that down like that. Okay. So now, let's try this again. That's lined up with that, so that can go there. Okay, that's going to split it 2 ways. So maybe just need 3 little steps in between. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that'll give me enough room. Was that the same amount? That was not. Like that. off the path again. Foundation. There we go. Back to logistics. Splitter. So like that. Like that. So now should be able to do that. Your belt has an invalid shape again. Right, maybe I just put it too close. Okay, so this will split this way, going like that. This one will split this way, this way. This one will have enough room to do that. That. We've got that. Guess it doesn't matter on this one. This one can use any of the three. So I could have this one come out this way. And this way. So then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 paths coming out this way. We'll have the same over here. I've got room for all of this again, so I can pick it all up. Is this going to be enough room for everything, though? I don't think so. Like, I'm going to have to move it off to the side or move this off that way. Because 8 wide looks like it's going to be too wide to fit. Especially with these two so close together like they are. So I'm probably going to have to redo this a little bit. But also it looks like I need to just fill out this foundation now that I am expanding out here. Let's go ahead and place some of this down, so. I might actually face this one out this way. To the south, and then have it come in here. This is a bit of a mess. Okay, I think I'm going to change this up. So, just because it uses up so much space. And again, I know I just said that I'm gonna use more space, stop trying to crowd everything together, that sort of thing. But for this, seems like what might be better to do is just to split it into 6. It's not 8, but it uses much less room. So then I'll have, I suppose, 7. It could be. This one would be getting a lot more. Actually, could do a 9 split, I suppose. Just have the splitter right there. And we got 3 off of that, 3 off of that, and 2 off of this. That might be a little better. Granted, it's not evenly split, so that might be a little worse in the long run. We'll see. Okay, let me move the vehicle, because it is now in the way of the foundation. I guess the best thing to do is just drive it up onto the platform. Maybe just park it here for now. Hiccups, excuse me. Alright, back to foundation. That's here. Just extend this, I guess, out to there. What am I missing? I'm out of concrete. Well, out of concrete in my inventory. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to get done today. This is definitely taking up more time than I expected. It's because I wasn't remembering that I had marked 2 drills coming in. That, and 1 more right along here. And fill this in as well. Mostly, I guess. Or not. I'd have to build that on top of it, which I might actually do. I don't know if I can move this or not. Oh, well, wait, hold on. I can remove these. These are fine. I was thinking it was that thing, the hub. There's that. I fit 1 more. No. 1 more lane would definitely take place of the hub. Okay, so for this over here, this. How's my inventory? Getting full. Okay. I think I'm definitely just gonna need some storage off over here. Just put all of this steel in. And just not worry about it. Right, sort. Get all of that there. That should be good enough. Come on. What's this? It just remains. No, let me put that there as well. Don't. Ores. Alright. That should be good enough. Alright. Now, miner Mark II. If I place it like that, is there anything going to be in the way other than foliage, which I can get rid of this? Maybe. Ran out of fuel. So, grab the fuel. We'll get all of this out of the way. I guess we'll start with the tree. Should work for all of this stuff too. Just kind of as an AoE. Probably gonna get rid of all of this. I don't know. It might be faster just to do this by hand rather than using this, but this is fun. I don't think it got any of the flowers though. Maybe it did. Alright. Good enough. So, here we go again. One splitter. It's gonna go like that. Is lined up. And need foundation again. Just right along there. Might not have room like this. Actually, it doesn't matter which one is 3 and which one is 2. So long as, you know, it's all where it needs to be. So that might be enough room for 2. One over here, one here. Just build that in real quick to make sure. Something like that. And I suppose I'll put these in, make sure that they all connect properly as well. Okay, so there's two. Need one over here. And one right here. Right? Yeah. I think so. This might be a little close for these, though. Yeah, that's a little too close. Okay. So, gonna have to that one over as well. Will that work? Shifted just a little bit to give more room. It's too tight of a turn there. Okay. So that's too tight of a turn. So I need to go like that. That'll work. That should be enough room here. Might get a little close. That there. We'll have, all right, 3, 4, 5. This one to be another 3. This can just go like that. It's not symmetrical, but you know, it doesn't need to be. This can go there. And there. And there. Okay. So, this is going to produce 3 lines. This is 3 lines. And this is 2. They'll have to come out over here. And I don't know, let's see how much room these smelters take up. Probably more than I want them to. Alright, so if we basically closing this off. If I do that, it still apparently works. Two, 3. I didn't look on this side, see if it was far enough away. Might not be enough room. But let's build the rest of them just to be sure. I might have to. I was gonna put those facing south so that there'd be enough room for these two facing east. And need more plates though. Because this is the groundwork. Not that this is what's going to be in. It's just might as well make sure I use this stuff. Just because it's cheap. And that's gonna go through the rock, but that's okay, I guess. This one is gonna go like that. I prefer it not to clip that one, so we're gonna do that first and then go like that. This one is going to go like that. This one is going to go like that. That goes there. I believe they're all not clipping into each other. This one's gonna need to turn a little bit. It's gonna go there. That one goes there. This one might need to move out a little bit. Nope. That clears everything as well. Okay, how does this look? I mean, I guess it's okay. Clipping into the rock over there, that's whatever. No, the conveyor belts are too close to each other, so I shouldn't have to worry about any of that getting in each other's way. Then on this end, I think I'm probably just going to use a merger to send it all that way. If I set iron ingots, it will do 30 per minute. And that's going to make use of the entirety of the 240 from that. And a Mark III can transport up to 270 per minute. So I can do all 8 of this at once. As long as the mergers fit, I suppose. Alright, we're gonna want it to go that way. So just line it up like that. That. lines aren't appearing. There it is. Okay. So back to the conveyors. This will feed in there. That will feed there. That will feed there. So on and so forth. And just so I'm not turning around so much, let's do this first. There. Oh, too far. And we're going to upgrade all of this to tier 3. Okay, so that will then feed into one of these. But I need a bunch of steel to make these. So let me go grab that real quick. Just grab a stack, I think. No, that might not be enough. Nope, 25, okay. Couldn't remember how much it cost to build these. There we go. So that'll go into this. It's interesting that it doesn't line up all that well. So we'll just do that. That can just go in like that. Okay. So now we set all of this to iron. I think I did this one already. Yep. Okay. So that's all set up. Now we just need power to all of it. Which I believe these aren't the only option I have. I've got power towers. Additional power connectors at the bottom of a power tower for connecting with other buildings. Okay, that's going to use steel again. Guess I'm going to need more of this than I thought. I haven't actually built one of these yet, so I don't know how they function compared to the basic stuff. Right, but we do need them to be steel beams. That seems to be what we're needing the most of at the moment. And probably far into the future. I don't know if there's tier 4 stuff yet. I assume tier 3 is the top, but who knows? I'm not even into phase 2 of the orbital elevator. Alright. Craft all that up. Alright, what's the difference between these? This power tower version comes with a ladder and platform for improved utility. Same cost. Then, okay, it is pretty big. But if I put it here, how many connectors do I have? 3. Okay. Oh, wait. Three up there for... So... Alright, let me just test it out. Seems like there's multiple places to connect things. Ah, I see. Okay, so the top ones can only connect to other towers, but it still only has 4 connections for once it's at its destination. That might not be so useful. Okay, so we're definitely going to need more of these. So let's see, that's 4, 8. Let's just put a 4th one in here. Alright. That's going to connect there. Then to there. I guess to there. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's enough for all of that, I guess. That was all used up. Okay. Now, got connected all of that. And of course, another thing I wasn't thinking about with this much expansion is how much power is this going to use? So, one more power line there to there. That should get this going. Of course, it takes a little bit to get started as the drill goes down. Now we're producing iron ore. Oops. It's getting dispersed everywhere. Granted, it's slow, because that's what I've got at the moment. You know what? Why did it stop? Oh, probably because it can't deliver it as quickly. Okay. So, yeah. I did make 80 of those. So I might just be able to upgrade this. If I do that... Is that fast enough for everything? Because that needs to handle the full 240. Then from there, it seems like... Nope. Like everything else is fast enough. At least for the moment. Some of it looks more full than others, of course, because the far one over there is getting everything 2 lines versus 3 for everything else over here. So that one's getting like 50% more than what these are. And of course on this side, everything's going to be all backed up because this all needs to be upgraded as well. Oh, and so do these, because while they're fast enough for transporting it, it actually slows everything else down, waiting for it to filter through. Okay. In that case, we'll upgrade these as well. Which, you know, like I said, I intended to do anyway. Okay, so now it's just taking care of the backlog of everything. No, it still slows down. So this probably isn't producing as much as it needs to. So it is a little backwards. So these two are the ones getting the most sent to them. but those are the ones that are getting processed the fastest. Hmm. I mean, it could be fixed by just adding a second line to it, but... Oh, no? This, I guess, is fast enough. Because these lines have cleared out. Okay. So this seems to be doing just fine. And producing quite a bit. Over on this side, everything seems... Sorry for jumping so much. Trying to get a little bit of a view of what's going on. So everything seems to be working fine at this point. These don't need to be faster, although this one could probably benefit by being faster. And everything else has no need to be faster because, well, there's enough going through it that they are just going as fast as they can. I'm still going to upgrade them as I go, though, just because. Now let me take a look at this. Well, actually, let me pick all of this out of the way. All right. Let me have a look at power situation. Alright, so we're just kind of... My max consumption is 257, so still have a ways to go. Now, what was happening though is these, like, between the three of these, I had 3, 6, 9 of these producing iron ingots. So between the three of these, you're getting 9 smelters. So now we have 8 smelters from 1. We're basically, if I add this one in over here, we're quadrupling the amount of iron that we're getting. I don't know if I need that much, but I probably do. I was, not that happy with how slow this was producing forced plates, so, okay. That is 1 down. I might, 2 of them might be enough. That would double the amount of iron that I was producing. I don't know. Let's go ahead and build this next one like I wanted as well. I guess we're just gonna have it all out this direction and then have them lined up facing that way. We'll have another storage over here so that it can be delivered that way. Alright, so we start with a splitter again. There, so it has enough. need to remind myself how I'm doing this. Okay, we're doing a 3 split, and then a 3, a 3, and a 2. Okay. So doing that. 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 Going there. Going there. Going there. That comes out like that. Get one there. Put one there. Don't know which way it's going quite yet, so. And this one. I have one out that way. I'll have one out this way. That will give this one enough room for whatever it needs to do. Yeah. All right. So now, get more smelters. I'm gonna line them up. This. Is that good? Gives plenty of room on this side. Got enough room on this side for it to come in from there. Yeah. Can I put this in a long row? Nope. These have to be built one at a time. Oops. Line up. I've also lost count because of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This might be too close. We'll see how this works out. Okay. Actually, yeah, they are too close because, well, no, I would just need, let me see here. Can I do a conveyor belt from there to there? Yes. Okay. In that case, all I need to do is move this one over here. Like so. Gonna make that because that's now probably in the way. Do like this. Take that over there. This one will work right to there. And this one right to there. Alright, got this one to there. I'll just go ahead and these two. They're just going to go directly where they need to as well. Doesn't look like it's going to get in the way of anything. And like that. Alright, that looks good as well. Got a whole bunch of these power lines. Might be able to connect them all to something. Alright, there's 2, 4, 6, 8. 9. There are 9 of them here. But I will probably need another one somewhere. So we'll go ahead and connect one of these up to it as well. It doesn't really matter. There's 1 and a 3, so do that. These just connect up to all of these. Okay. Then while that is powering up, go ahead and tell all of these they need to make iron. Like so. And then, how do I want to do this? Right, in this case, the one that's just being divided into tubes in the middle, so I guess that doesn't really matter. Let's have this deliver the iron over here again. Steel tubes. So, let me go get that. To make them, of course, because I was not able to get to buy steel production, or yeah, the production of steel parts. Just the upgrade completely made it so that it totally made me have to rework how I'm doing stuff. I mean, again, this is the time to do it because, you know, um, this is what I'm doing. Let's see here. Guess something like that should be just fine. And we need mergers. We have enough stuff to make those. Okay, I'm gonna to back up enough so I can see where they're going. There. There. One more. Let's connect it all together. Yeah, I think I attached the power a little too early, but whatever. Can it not connect? Let's try this then. One more over. That should be enough. I built this backwards. I probably did. Hold on. No, I built these wrong. Oops. These were not faced the correct direction to begin with. Fixing my mistake. Alright. Mergers. It's to go that way. One more. I like that. Okay, try again. All there. To there. There. To there. Just as before. the storage and to make sure. So. Almost placed that right on my foot. That would have been painful. Having an entire storage container land on your foot. And now, of course, we upgrade the entire thing. I say that, I'm going to run out of steel right here. Or steel. Again. Now let's just make it all. I have to go down and get more of it anyway. Steel beams. There we go. Got a bunch of foliage in my inventory as well, it looks like. Alright, not sure how much of this I'm actually going to need for all of this. But it seemed like I used 60 or so for the other one. So, you know, just like I said, I'm just gonna turn this all into steel beams. I'm gonna be using it up anyway. Okay, almost done. Like 10 more to go. There we go. Alright, back over here. Gonna upgrade to our 3s. Just like so. And then these also upgrade. So now everything should be, looks like, fairly evenly delivered. Again, this is the one that's getting more delivered than anything else, because these are splitting 3 ways on either side. This one's getting split in half. My power supply is fine because apparently this is completely full. Okay. Got it. Let me quickly make a bunch of this foliage into biomass. Not going to make it into biofuel. That's a bit more than I to do at the moment. Gonna have to put another refinery or whatever it is in to get this done automatically from biomass into biofuel, because this is the quick crafting. It's the solid stuff that takes forever to craft. Alright, I'm just gonna sort it, put it in here for time. Because that was taking a lot of my inventory as well. Okay, so we're well on the way to getting things done. Not only at this point have we doubled our iron production, we've doubled the storage for it, and I'm probably going to continue using double storage for a lot of this stuff. Maybe not for like some of this later stuff. Like, I don't think I need a double storage of modular frames. Or even these, I guess. Like, I was using a lot of these to begin with, but that was when I was with the tier 2 conveyor belts. Now that I'm at tier 3, I'm going to be using a lot of steel, and I think that's probably the way to go. Okay, this thing's empty. I can delete it. All of this as well. This still has stuff in it, but I kind of disconnected it from anything. And this is basically empty, since this isn't making anything. So this one, I could just fit in my inventory without too much trouble. And just pack all of this up as well. Now, does this have anything in it? Does, but yeah, I can move this as well. And then it's looking like I'm getting close to the end for the day. Again, sorry I didn't get as much done as I'd like. The Mark II miners have just basically made it this way for my current production. So, you know, next time I'll finish, or I'll continue working on this. I can't guarantee I'll finish it. But I will definitely make some of this later stuff, the production of it, a bit larger, so, you know, more of it gets done within a decent amount of time. Because, well, which one was it? It was an assembler. If I bring it up with an assembler and I say I want smart plating, one of these is going to make 2 per minute. That would mean to make 500, of course, it would take 250 minutes, which, you know, that's longer than one session for me. Now almost 2 sessions, if you think about it. So I would need to basically start at the end of the production line and say, this is how much I want of everything, and then work my way backwards. So if I wanted to get 500 of these done in, I don't know, an hour, I'd have to have that many of these buildings. And then, of course, uh, figure out how many rotors and how many iron plates I would need to accomplish that. I do have. What are they? The power shards. Do I only have 15? After all the searching around I've done, I've only have 15 of those things. Oh well. I'll definitely have to go looking for more of those as well. But we're producing what, 240, 480 iron per minute, I think. Or we will once all of it's running. Because it's whatever this is mining out. So 240 per minute, yeah. And since there's two of them, we're making 480 iron per minute. All right. Again, I guess next time. I still haven't decided if I want to add this one in. We're already filling this up quite a bit. I might actually move these containers somewhere so that all the iron can be brought into one place and then work from there. Because yeah, I want this entire area to be for iron production, and then out here we'll expand the floors and start to the production of everything with iron. Of course, copper stuff is over there. Looks like are combining a few things. Like copper sheets is still just copper. Wires are going to start being bid for something. The stators, which then are used for motors. But other than that, I think all of this is just off of iron. Cables might be needed for something. Oh, and the industrial beams are steel and concrete, so that can be its own section as well. That can probably be back over there somewhere, and then steel is going to come in from over here. I may have this for the iron, but I might have to. Well, we are in the air. I could probably bring the steel in underneath and then have it be brought up over there. That way there's not a big conveyor belt going over everything. So I can have it underneath, brought up over there, and then the steel and or everything made with steel can be made over there. And then, depending on where it's needed, it can go either over to the copper or over to the iron. And I think it's mainly going to be for the iron. Or, maybe it's not even be connected at all. I don't know. Because at the moment, steel ingots are just steel. I'm sorry, coal and iron. But once it's at a steel ingot... Oh, here's one that's going to need iron and stuff as well. So this will be one in between there. But other than that, all of this is really just iron. Oh, okay. stators, I guess. And then this is just iron from stators. Okay. So really there are only two things that steel is needed for other than steel itself. Alright. But I think I'm going to end that, end this here for the night. Been going for 3 hours and didn't get as much as, nowhere near as much as I wanted to get done. But that's just the way of things. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.